with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They're going back to the ground. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Now the defense will try to rise up on third and short from the 21. Give to the running back. Finding an escape route. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. The Utes will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. So Baylor's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing, tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football.
There he goes. Got the first down and more. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bears! There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The give to the back. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Got his man quickly. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. And the Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Quick strike complete.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
To the air on second down. Fires to the right. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Looking for more room. Still on his feet. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Looking to throw on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Bears in a good spot here with second and short. Handoff from the shotgun. Fighting off the defender. Sweet spin. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
And the Bears are threatening on first and goal. Pushes ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Baylor!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
That makes the score Baylor 14, Utah 0.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
It's complete to the left. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I love the quarterback's accuracy here. Hit him in stride, man. Hit him where he can catch the football and continue to run and do more damage after the catch like he did right there.
Finds his big tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Behind the chains now on second and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. He'll set up to throw. Flips it out on the screen. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. The Utes getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take it.
Fires complete on the crosser. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. From the shotgun, the inside kid. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Utes! How about that running back lumbering his way and getting into the end zone?
Find the end zone. You might not necessarily be known for long runs and with fast speed, but all you got to do is get it done. Have the agility, have the awareness, score the touchdown.
PAT unit on the field. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So an 82-yard drive there. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside the 10, here he comes. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. They'll get this drive started from the 29. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. He's up to 94 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing. Fires to the big fella. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They're dealing with a second and long. Making side adjustments here. Going to sling it on second down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Quarterbacks work so hard on those mechanics, but sometimes things start moving fast and they get away from it.
It does, and when you get on that back foot, a lot of times that ball's going to drift, and you're not coming through the target, so you're not putting enough mustard on it to get it to finish through your target and the ball to get there in a hurry. So all those mechanics are things you work on, but you're right. When you put a defense in front of you, it kind of changes that thing a little bit.
Snagged out of the air. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field.
Hold it.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Offense in a bunch formation. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
You know, it's one thing to have all the accolades preseason and have all the expectations, but it's another thing to be able to go out and execute week in, week out. He's done that. He now has over 1,500 receiving yards on.
Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bears! And these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out, they'll get you a touchdown. That's a great drive by the offense.
Utah, 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14.
Oh, he's got some space. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. The give out of the gun. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Utes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a 4th down. The kick is on its way. He'll try to field the putt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. That is coverage just the way they designed it, and they've got him backed up. The offense basically has the whole field in front of them, backed up close to their own end zone. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. There he goes down the right side. The 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Baylor! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
I mean, let's go. That's a day's worth of yards right there on one carry. The home run hitter takes the snap, gets the football. He does the rest, shows off the speed, taking it 90-plus yards to the house.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Quickly gets back on top of it and prevents a turnover. Tried to get there by himself, but he is stopped short, and it'll be 4th down. The Utes will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Corrals it at the 45. There he goes. Open it up. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. And that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, Dave. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking for the score. Touchdown Bears! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. What a grab and what a quick strike from that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. On the option. Now the pitch. There he goes. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the coordinator.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Takes the easy one to the back. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Looking to fire. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's... He's into the open down the middle. Defense trying to take it back. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Baylor! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense and make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And he's going to bring it out. And the returner will be knocked down. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Running back searching for a hole. Plows through the defense. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down, and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They're going to test the right side with this one. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness. And
that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And the Utes will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute, throwing and running the football, Dave.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop down right now before the half? They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
To the air on first down. Quarterback extends the play. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bears!
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And he's going to try to return this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun. The running back has it. Out across the 30. Steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that second down call. Giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
Off the play fake on first down. Wide open downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Utes with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. Looking downfield on first down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Back to pass on second down. Rushes on him, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football, and you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping two hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
And that was awesome by the offense. Good completion, great awareness by the receiver getting out of bounds. If you're on offense now, jog off the field, get the field goal kicker out there. You're going to steal 3 points at the end of the half.
trying to escape and get it himself. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Utes will line up to kick off and start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. They'll open the second half with a run. Makes it past the marker. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
And that play there is essentially a microcosm of why this guy's the leading rusher in the nation and why he's in contention for the Heisman Trophy. This guy's got speed, open field running ability. He can break tackles. He can just do it all.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. So now it's second and long. Might be calling a hot route. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Gets rid of it. This time it's complete. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Baylor! And they take it in for 6 more points. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Off-play action on first down. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. They're working that left side. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The Utes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Goes to the option. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. And here comes the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And the defense is going to have more plays like that. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up with a stop. Maybe get a little momentum here.
Over 100 yards already in this game. So if I'm on defense here, I'm adding more guys to the box, anticipating that they're going to continue to give this guy touches today.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
He wants to change this route. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Hauls it in. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Hits him inside the 20, still going. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown Bears! Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
They'll go to the ground. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
He made the catch, past the marker, also past the sideline. He's out of bounds. It'll be 4th down. And the Utes send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Wants to throw on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
The give to the left side. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up, and we've talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal forward pass.
The forward pass used to be illegal in football. That one still is. Now this defense could really use a stop on 3rd down as the offense has had its way.
Here we go, here we go. On.
Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he's got it! Touchdown, Baylor!
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Shoots it to the left. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Bears! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this is why you consistently run the football, a steady diet, because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Working that left side, and they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air on first down. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. And he's brought down, but this interception, a huge play to end this quarter. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
They believe they can run right here. Got the first down and still on his feet. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100.
Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Baylor! That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. The run to the right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back has it. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. Takes a hit as he fires. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. That's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here lately.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bears! That score pushes this out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Utes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Buys a little time. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
And it's incomplete as he threw the helium ball, trying to float it in. And the Utes decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch near the 50. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. Pucks it out of the air. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Got his man on the right. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Man, we knew this offense was good, man, but seeing them in person, like, now I understand why they're a top 10 offense. Week in, week out, so many different ways to hit you from so many different angles. Undefeated still. Still an undefeated squad moving forward with all of their dreams in front of them.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. to the back. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Swings it out to the flat. Uses a nifty move to work his way to the 24.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They'll try to get the first through the air. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Utes will punt this one away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Line getting set on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
They'll ride the hot hand. Got enough for the first. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Gives it to the back on the draw. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And the Utes will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run.
Breaks into the open. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
Got to give the coaching staff